Hi, this is Sherry from the blog ourlifehomeschooling.com. I am a homeschooling mom to 9 children. We've been homeschooling for 12 years. I'm a former public school teacher turned homeschool mom. I absolutely love homeschooling my kids. One of the best decisions that we've made for our family. And I love to share on my blog and YouTube channel encouragement for everyday homeschool moms. It's raining out here, so you get to hear the nice sounds of the rain, and other than that, it's really peaceful. So I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot this outside. I'm going to be talking today about 5 important routines for a homeschool preschool. It amazes me when people ask, what do you do for homeschool preschool? I think more and more parents are feeling the cultural pressure to put their kids in some kind of preschool or they will be academically behind. When I hear a mom ask this, I just want to say, why do you feel that pressure? What happened to just a childhood at home, imaginative play, and just having quiet mornings, not feeling like they have to be doing something academic or they're going to be behind? I disagree with this philosophy that we need to push an early formal education. This idea that we need to rush kids into formal learning to get them ready for school goes against everything that I have experienced as a mom. More and more moms are finding the long-term benefits to delaying formal education and giving kids time to play, time to be outside, time for slow morning, time to learn different skills at home. I'm going to be sharing with you 5 fundamentals of a routine that we have tried to give our preschoolers in our home. These are 5 basic things that we make a part of every day. The first routine that we establish for our preschoolers is a time for work, teaching them how to work, giving them life skills. When our second son was a preschooler, he started waking up earlier and earlier, and I was just not ready for this. One morning I came out, he had been awake for a while, and the kitchen was just torn apart. I mean, things were pulled out of drawers. I found him under the table eating butter, and I realized that I had to change something. We had to figure out something different. He needed something to do. As soon as he wakes up, he needs something to do. He needs to know what's expected of him and for him to get started on that. So the first thing I did was to teach him to stay in bed a little bit later, till a reasonable time. I made a visual schedule for him of 3 things that he had to do. He had to get dressed, make his bed, and brush his teeth. And this worked really well for him, and we've continued to use it for all of our preschool age children. The first thing they do when they wake up is get dressed, brush their teeth, and make their bed. So this daily routine for them gives them something to do when they first wake up. Additionally, teaching them to work, it's great for them to learn a lot of life skills, how to do the things that adults do. And from early on, we give our preschoolers chores that are age appropriate. Some of the things that a preschooler can do would be to sort silverware. They can empty the dishwasher. I take all the sharp objects out, but they can sort the silverware from the dishwasher. They can pull everything out. They may not be able to put it away, but even if they just put it in a pile on the counter, it really saves some time and helps them to give them something to do and to teach them part of the skills of taking care of the kitchen. They can sort socks, they can vacuum, they can sweep the floor. There's just a lot of things. If you go onto my blog, I have a lot more ideas and suggestions for age-appropriate chores for preschoolers. The second routine of a homeschool preschool should be outside time. Adults learn things primarily through the means of words, through listening to things or reading things. Preschoolers learn everything through their five senses. You know, babies, as soon as they're born, they're putting things in their mouths. Preschoolers, when they're outside, you know, they dawdle. They take their time. They look at everything. They notice everything. If you ever try to go on a walk with a preschooler, it's so frustrating because they stop, you know, every 5-10 seconds, and they want to know about this, and they're curious about that. They see something. They learn everything through the means of their five senses. This is why being outside is so important for kids. Fresh air and being outside provides the most stimulation and the opportunity for them to experience things with their five senses. So we make it a priority to be outside every day. When the weather is colder, we try to just get outside, even if it's for only 15 minutes. You know, just take them out, and sometimes it's more work. You spend more time putting all their stuff on. You're out there for just a few minutes, and then you come in and you're taking everything off. It hardly seems worth it. But just getting outside, it'll be something that will be good for them. The fresh air is good for them, and the exercise is good for them. In warmer weather, we go outside just several times throughout the day. So maybe after we finish our chores in the morning, we'll go outside and spend half an hour outside, come in, do something else, and then go outside again. And then after nap time, go outside again. After lunch, right before dinner, go outside again. But children need lots of time outside so they can experience as many things as possible through their five senses. The third routine that we include in our preschool is read aloud time. Never underestimate the value of reading aloud to your kids. Reading to them exposes them to a vast number of unique words, of ideas, of thoughts. It exposes them to lots of cultures, of trades. Never underestimate the value of reading to your kids. Don't read twaddly, the latest pop cartoon books. Pick quality books. And if you go again onto the blog, I have a post that shows how you can find quality books. What is a living book? Some of the book lists that we have used, and I have these links on the blog as well, is the Ambleside Year Zero book list. Also, the book Honey for a Child's Heart. And one of my favorites is Sarah Mackenzie's Read Aloud Revival book list. Find quality books. The time that you spend cuddling with your kids on the couch, these are going to be the most important relationships that you remember with your kids. And they're going to be your child's association with reading. The fourth routine that we include in our preschool is quiet time. Quiet time is good for your preschooler, and it's really important for mom. Especially when you have all young kids, it is very exhausting, and you can feel like you are just going all day, and preschoolers are very energetic. It can just take everything out of you. Quiet time gives them that opportunity to fall asleep or to just relax, and I think it's equally important for mom to have that time to rest, to do something you enjoy, find a hobby, to read a book, just to get a little space in your life where you're doing something other than being with preschoolers all the time. The fifth routine for a homeschool preschool is exploration or playtime. Play is foundational for kids. Play is how preschoolers learn. In fact, the American Academy of Pediatrics says play is fundamentally important for learning 21st century skills such as problem solving, collaboration, and creativity. Play is how they learn how to learn. Give them lots of raw materials. Give them wooden blocks, Legos, Duplos, games that are age appropriate like memory and bananagrams. Bananagrams not for them to make any words, but for them to make pictures. And it also gets them familiar with seeing letters. dominoes, coloring books, scissors, paper, stickers and paper. Just give them a lot of raw materials. Costumes, dress-up costumes are great. Look for things that will make them use their imagination and their creativity to play. Additionally, it's great for young children to explore in the community, the library, the bank, parks, a parade, the post office, age-appropriate museums. These are all things that really pique their curiosity, and they learn so much about different ways to do things, different trades, different ways of life, and different ideas from going out and exploring. Play dates are a great way for them to learn how to interact with other children and to play with other children. So if you are a young mom and you would like to give your child a slow childhood at home, and you, like me, are not giving in to the pressure of starting a formal education by putting them in preschool or by getting them, started on some of their academic learning, you absolutely can keep your children home and establish some great rhythms and routines that are going to be perfect for their developmental needs. If you would like to see more encouragement from Our Life Homeschooling, you can head on over to the blog. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for listening in. Have a great day.